It's time! Hello, everybody. I think I spend more time sifting soil than anything else this year. But for this purposes anyway, I need to because I'm going to be keeping a very special plant in here for at least a month. And I want it to do well. And this garden soil that I got is very clumpy, and that won't do well with seeds. Plus, it really helps to get rid of large stones. And the occasional, twigs and whatnot is not a big deal. But like I said, I'm putting seeds in here, and I don't want the roots to be entangled too badly with them when I go to uppot or transplant. So I'm removing as much of the bigger chunks of things as possible. Little rocks, not a big deal. It's good for aeration and everything. But I don't need big sticks and junk. And there's even a little bit of plastic that I found. This is like a, whatchamacallit, like a twine, baling twine type plastic, which are notorious for getting into these things. Oh, but if there's anything to be said that this is good soil, I did find mushroom growing out of it. I saved some to show you, so I guess that's a good thing, right? I also added a little bit of cow manure into this mix, even though I think it has some nutrition in it already. But yeah, I wanted the plant to get a little bit more extra stuff. Alright, I think that's done. So today we're growing rice. In this case, long-grained rice from My Gardener. Because it's hard to find rice seeds, not just the rice you buy in the stores. Can't use those. Those have been processed and killed off. So, we have to buy rice. It's a steep price. Not really. Approx seeds at $2.50. Now that I think back, it's never been $250. The 3 packages I have are just shy of 100 seeds per packet. So good thing I have 3 packages. Aside from that, it takes 90 to 100 days of to maturity. But I find for me here in New York, it takes way longer. It doesn't really come up till, or it doesn't come, the kernel doesn't come until late August, early September. And then for it to dry out, it takes even longer. And depending on how rainy our season is, that completely changes our situation. But that's why I started early. And I started in this starter container, which is a solid. This is a cat litter pan. Use whatever you want. You can also direct sow, which is for our friends like in California or Texas, those warm places, zones 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can do your rice however you like. But for me, this is my method. So first things first, we mixed up our soil. We have to water our soil. Because if you water this after you put the seeds in, it's not going to be as a uniform. And since I'll be harvesting this in a month or so, I want it to be a little bit easier for me. Now rice doesn't mind wet feet. That's why you grow it in rice paddies. Well, the rice paddies is because of weeds. But you can grow this in containers without holes at the bottom. You want them to be in that situation until like late summer, and then as the heat of the summer will start drying out the soil, and it'll be fine by that point. And if you get enough rain, you'll be fine too. But yeah, you want the soil to be pretty much mud. I am also planting this way because zone 6 last average frost is not till mid-May, so the threat of some really cold nights is very much a possibility and a reality, and I need to be able to take this indoors if necessary. So I need to put it in a container that I can move indoors. Now if you have like a pot that's has a wheelbase that you could just wheel into your garage or something, that would definitely be a great option. Now I plan on sowing at least one of these in a 5-gallon container, and then some more in larger containers. So you just want to spread this out evenly, whether it's in the starter container or in the pot that is its permanent home. And then you're gonna cover it with a half inch of soil. Now, this is not our first foray into growing rice. This is our third attempt. First year, the season wasn't long enough. Second year, mice must have gotten to them because the husks were empty. So hopefully, third time's a charm. I've only found one other really good source of rice growing in containers source, and that's Bree the Plant Lady. Her videos are like 5 years old, but they are great knowledge and will make you feel secure in growing rice in containers. So this is officially the call for the 2025 Rice Challenge. I would like if we could all try to grow half a cup of rice. That's all you need to succeed. Minimum is a 5-gallon bucket. That's the smallest I think you should go with, and then work your way up from that if you have space. It's really hard to get seeds, especially individual packets, and my gardener is really the only source I have at the moment. There used to be another one, but they've stopped selling seeds. Etsy, I'm sure, is great. And then, you know, if you have space, then you will be buying the bulk, 10 pounds or however much, from other retailers. So it's not hard. It's not a challenging plant to grow. You can probably just leave it there and forget it. Maybe you would fertilize with a liquid, like fish emulsion or something like that once a month if you feel like it. But if you have a pretty rich, like compost manure base, then I think you would be all right through the season. You don't see people in rice paddies fertilizing their rice. And, you know, you have learned the skill at the end, and obviously you get to eat it too. Hopefully it'll be a success for you. Hopefully it'll be a success for me. And I will see you all at the end. But if you want to keep posting as the season goes, as I will be, post the hashtag 2025 Rice Challenge, and we will all enjoy your progress. All right, I'll leave you there so we'll harvest more. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.